In recent news, something heartbreaking is happening in Barron Trump's life. Although being the son of one of the most famous men in the world, his life remains a mystery. His privacy is guarded, leaving us with only a peek into his world. This has left the public wondering why there is so little information about him and why he has stayed absent from his father's political circle while other Trump family members are at the forefront. Join us as we uncover the real story behind the Trump family's decision to keep their youngest son hidden. Before we reveal the sad news about Barron Trump and the reason for his media absence, let's take a look at his life and growth. Barely a year had passed after Donald Trump's wedding to Melania when they discovered a baby was on the way. Barron came into this world on March 20, 2006, making him Donald's fifth child and the first and only son of Melania. Barron, Donald Trump's youngest son, spent most of his childhood inside White House walls, largely keeping a low profile. Barron was brought up in their family's high-class penthouse in New York City, where he attended esteemed private schools near Central Park. As the son of a billionaire, he grew up in Trump Tower, where he had a whole floor to himself. His room was said to be adorned with gold touches and lavish furniture, reflecting his father's extravagant lifestyle. Despite the luxurious surroundings, Barron's mother, Melania Trump, from Slovenia, worked hard to ensure he had a sense of normalcy. She has often talked about her dedication to being there for Barron in interviews, stressing the need for a stable and nurturing atmosphere. Barron commenced his schooling at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York City, a highly esteemed establishment established in 1764 and recognized for its challenging academic program. This school, with a rich legacy of educating the elite of New York, was where Barron pursued his studies. Despite being surrounded by wealth and fame, Barron strived to maintain a sense of normalcy during his time at Columbia Grammar. Reports suggest that Barron's daily routine at school was no different from any other student, with Melania ensuring that he completed his assignments and got involved in school events like his classmates. In his last year at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, Barron accompanied his entire fifth-grade class on a trip to Washington. A gathering of approximately 80 students accompanied Barron, along with educators and Secret Service agents, on a trip to the White House, where they were opportune to see Barron's father. The group visited the country's capital and spent the night at a hotel before heading back home. In 2017, when Donald became the president, Barron and Melania stayed back in Manhattan so he could wrap up his academic year. That summer, he enrolled at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland, and the family relocated to the White House, making it their new home. The Trump family paid nearly $40,000 every year for their son's tuition at St. Andrew's Episcopal School. Barron's enrollment shattered the pace set by previous first families like the Obamas, who opted for Sidwell Friends, a private Quaker school in D.C. After Donald became president, he revealed that Barron was reluctant to leave New York City and transition to the White House. He described how the 9-year-old at the time had a strong liking for New York and his school, and the relocation signified a complete shift in lifestyle. Donald mentioned that he had a great school in New York where he had many friends. He was able to convince his son that if they moved, he would assist others, including kids like him, which brought him joy. Donald believed that his little son was strong, intelligent, and understood things well. When Donald Trump announced his bid for the presidency, the Trump family's lives became highly scrutinized. While Melania's husband and older children were used to media attention and the demands of public life, Barron, being a child still, needed protection from any potential negative consequences of the campaign and presidency. Melania was determined to shield him from these effects, as seen in her decision to remain in New York with Barron following the election instead of immediately moving to the White House. Melania decided to stay in New York so that Barron could finish his school year without any interruptions. This choice was criticized by some who believed it would increase costs for taxpayers due to the added security needed for Melania and Barron in New York. Despite facing backlash, Melania maintained her decision, emphasizing the importance of stability and consistency for Barron during a time of change. Throughout Donald Trump's presidency, Melania continued to prioritize her son, demonstrating a hands-on parenting style and often putting aside public appearances or official duties to be with Barron. Unlike previous First Ladies who were more involved in public roles, Melania focused on ensuring that Barron's public appearances were carefully managed and limited. Recently, a massive amount of attention has been shifted towards his 18-year-old son Barron due to his incredible height of 6 feet 7 inches. Barron, who prefers soccer over basketball, according to his father, has impressed many with his stature. Barron Trump, who stands at 6'7", is considered the tallest among the Trump siblings, surpassing his father who is listed as 6 feet 3 inches, although some sources claim he is actually 6 feet 2 inches. His mother, the former model Melania Trump, is 5 feet 11 inches. One of his stepbrothers, Eric Trump, is 6 feet 5 inches, while Donald Trump Jr. is 6 feet 1 inch. Earlier this year, Trump praised all of his children at his campaign headquarters in Des Moines, Iowa. During his speech, he mentioned that Barron was watching on TV from home and attributed his son's height to the meals prepared by his wife Melania's late mother, Amalija Narves. Trump humorously mentioned that Barron only ate his grandmother's food, leading to his impressive height. Trump showed his love for his youngest son, stating that the more time he spends with him, the more impressed he becomes. Despite his own wishes for Barron to pursue basketball due to his height, his son preferred soccer. Trump admired Barron as a special boy among his 5 children. Barron is deeply passionate about soccer. He displayed his love for the game by wearing an Arsenal FC jersey at the White House Easter egg roll in April 2017 and got to meet with players from DC United. In September 2017, he was selected to join DC United's Development Academy U-12 team for the 2017-2018 season. Fast forward to February 2019, Barron kept chasing soccer goals by participating in games with the Arlington Soccer Association. In 2017, he also participated in the under-4 division of the Arlington Soccer Association and had the opportunity to meet the DC United team, including Patrick Mullin, a forward player. Mullin praised Barron's knowledge of the game and his interest in DC United, which was impressive for someone his age. Barron's passion for soccer and ability to engage in conversations about the sport with adults was commended by others, including former First Lady Melania Trump. Barron was excited to meet Manchester United's Wayne Rooney and his kids at the White House Christmas party in 2018, during which Rooney was playing for DC United, and a photo was shared on the White House's Instagram page. When the COVID-19 pandemic prevented kids from playing sports, Barron expressed his disappointment on Twitter as he missed playing Little League sports, especially soccer. His athletic abilities were evident when he was spotted playing golf with his father, who owns several golf courses across the United States. Melania's social media post in 2013 hinted that Barron has been playing golf since he was young, enjoying quality time with his family. Barron is notably recognized as the first boy to have resided in the White House since President JFK. Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric are Barron Trump's 3 eldest siblings from his father's former wife, Ivana Trump. Before the election, each sibling was executive vice president at the Trump Organization. During the campaign, they represented their father on nationally televised programs. After the election, Trump's win led to their selection for a spot on the transition team. Donald Jr. and Eric took control of their family's real estate business shortly after the inauguration. Ivanka moved to Washington, D.C., with her husband Jared Kushner, who was appointed to a senior White House advisory position. Tiffany Ariana Trump was born on October 13, 1993, the daughter of Donald Trump and Marla Maples, his second wife. During her father's 2016 campaign, she made few public appearances due to being fully engaged in her studies in sociology and urban studies at the University of Pennsylvania. However, she gave a speech in support of her father at the Republican National Convention, just after completing her education at age 22. Later, she graduated with a JD degree from Georgetown University Law Center in Washington, D.C., in May 2020. She continued to support her father's campaign, giving a speech at the 2020 Republican National Convention. She also addressed multiple live campaign gatherings leading up to the election and appeared in support of her father at Mar-a-Lago, delivering a speech after his initial indictment in 2023. During her time as a model, Melania Trump was recognized for her reclusive nature. As First Lady, she prioritized spending time with her family rather than socializing with friends. She developed strong bonds with her husband's children from his previous relationships, stating that she views herself more as a friend than a mother figure. Melania first got to know Donald's children during their teenage years and has attended both their high school and college graduations, indicating a long-standing relationship with them. Barron Trump became an uncle at a very young age, even while he was still a baby. His 4 nieces are Kai Trump, who is just 1 year younger than him, Arabella Kushner, Chloe Trump, and Carolina Trump. He also has 6 nephews, Donald Trump III, Tristan Trump, Spencer Trump, Joseph Kushner, Theodore Kushner, and Eric Trump. No one could have anticipated the challenges his mother, Melania, faced while raising a special child. Although many members of the Mar-a-Lago Club and acquaintances are familiar with Melania Trump, they do not have a close relationship with her. She does not frequently engage in conversations or social events with them, consistently prioritizing her family, especially her role as a devoted mother to Barron, ensuring his protection at all costs. According to a source, Barron is quiet and withdrawn, and Melania has taken exceptional care of him for a long time. The source added that Melania is focused on Barron and their family, making it a point to prioritize their well-being alongside her charitable activities. Barron grew up bilingual, speaking both English and Slovene, his mother's native language from Slovenia. He is fluent in both and also knows how to speak French. As a child, Melania mentioned that Barron often phoned his grandmother, conversing solely in Slovene. While Melania supported Barron speaking multiple languages, she agreed with her husband on which language Barron should use in public. In her view, speaking more languages is always advantageous, but when in America, Barron should speak English. Barron's public appearances have been few, often brief, and carefully managed, fueling curiosity about his life, personality, and future. Despite the constant media attention on his family, Barron has maintained a higher level of privacy than many in similar positions, thanks to his parents' efforts, especially Melania's. They have focused heavily on Barron's education, with Melania emphasizing the importance of a strong educational foundation. Unlike other children of famous individuals who attend schools known for catering to celebrity children, Barron's education has focused on academic rigor and maintaining a sense of humility. Though he made rare but impactful public appearances during his father's presidency, they were carefully controlled to avoid excessive media exposure. His most notable appearance was during his father's inauguration in January 2017, where he stood alongside his parents and older siblings, marking his presence as the youngest member of the new First Family. The image of Barron at the inauguration became iconic, symbolizing the beginning of a new era. The media's interest in Barron has sometimes gone too far, with certain outlets making speculative remarks about his personality and actions based on limited information. For example, a media figure once commented on Barron's behavior at a public event, suggesting he might be facing mental health issues. Melania quickly defended her son, condemning the remarks and urging the media to respect his privacy. This incident highlighted the challenges of raising a child in the public eye, where even minor actions can be misconstrued or sensationalized by the press. Barron had a chance to step into the spotlight, but what followed was heartbreaking. After Donald Trump's presidency ended in 2021, Barron enrolled in Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, Florida, and graduated with the class of 2024. At 18 years old, Barron faced a pivotal moment in his life after completing high school. He likely contemplated his next steps, whether they involved continuing his education, beginning a career, or possibly entering public service. In May 2024, Barron was selected to represent Florida's delegation at the 2024 Republican National Convention, hinting at a potential interest in politics. However, Melania later revealed that her son had declined the invitation, as he had already committed to other engagements. Fans of the Trump family largely supported this decision, believing it was a wise choice that would help Barron maintain his privacy and focus on his personal growth. Since Barron is now 18, many people suggest he should have the freedom to choose his own path without the pressures of public scrutiny, particularly considering the intense media attention on his family. Critics, however, have expressed doubts about the decision, viewing it as a sign of a lack of direction or unwillingness on Barron's part. Some believe that Barron's decision not to accept the delegate role might indicate a desire to distance himself from his father's political legacy. This theory is further supported by Barron's relative lack of involvement in politics compared to his older siblings. Others argue that Barron's choice may simply reflect a desire for a more ordinary life, at least for now. It's possible that Barron is working to establish his identity outside of the public and political pressures that have influenced much of his family's life. This perspective suggests that turning down the delegate role could be Barron's way of asserting his independence and carving out a future that isn't necessarily tied to the Trump family's political ambitions. It's also possible that Barron's decision was influenced by his parents, especially Melania, who has always prioritized his well-being and privacy. Melania has been vocal about wanting to protect Barron from public scrutiny, and she likely played a significant role in advising him about his public commitments. Her influence might have led to the decision to decline the delegate role, allowing Barron to focus on his education and personal growth without the added pressure of public duties. From a young age, Barron has been kept out of the public eye intentionally. Melania, having first-hand experience with the challenges of public life as both a model and the wife of a high-profile businessman, understood the difficulties that fame could bring. She made a conscious decision to prioritize Barron's well-being and a normal childhood over any advantages that a public persona could offer. This was evident in how she managed his early education and public appearances, always ensuring that his privacy was respected. Attending the Republican National Convention as a delegate could have been a significant opportunity for Barron to establish himself in public and political spheres. The role of a delegate is not merely symbolic, it carries real responsibilities and outcomes, such as advocating for the interests of one's state, helping to select the party's presidential nominee, and contributing to discussions that shape the party's future. Had Barron accepted the position, it would have marked a major shift from his previously private life and purposeful avoidance of the public spotlight. The unique dynamics of the Trump family's public life may also explain this decision. Unlike families like the Kennedys or Bushes, known for their long history of political service, the Trump family's rise to prominence was largely based on business and entertainment. This background has shaped their approach to public life, emphasizing brand management and image control. In Barron's case, this has translated into maintaining a delicate balance between his role as a member of the First Family and preserving his privacy. Barron's upbringing has been clearly influenced by Melania's guidance, as evidenced by his minimal presence on social media. Unlike his older siblings, who frequently share personal details and political opinions on platforms like Twitter and Instagram, Barron does not have any public social media accounts. This intentional decision to stay away from social media likely reflects Melania's desire to shield Barron from the potential dangers of online exposure in today's digital world. Barron Trump does not have verified accounts on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. However, Twitter is an exception where there are some posts made by him. Even though Barron Trump is not regularly sharing his personal life or opinions on social media, his mother, former First Lady Melania Trump, has shared heartfelt moments and thoughts about motherhood on her social media accounts. Melania Trump has posted numerous photos of Barron as a young child on Twitter, previously known as X, and has often mentioned him using the handle @Barron Trump. Melania Trump has shared numerous tweets featuring Barron Trump, depicting him engaged in various activities like playing on the beach, golfing at his father's courses, and spending time with his family. From around 2012 to 2015, Melania linked the @Barron Trump account, which only follows her and has over 22,700 followers as of September 3, 2024. Despite the account lacking a profile picture, cover photo, tweets, or bio, it solely displays the handle, @Barron Trump, and the month when Barron joined the social media platform in August 2012 at the age of 6. Many have wondered what life held for the 18-year-old and if he would continue to hide from the world. If Barron were to venture beyond the confines of the family's influence, he could greatly influence the Trump family's reputation by creating his own identity and pursuing his own interests. Diversifying the family's brand and expanding its reach into uncharted territories could not only benefit Barron personally but also bolster the Trump family's image by showcasing their adaptability in various fields. Barron's future is unknown, with much hanging on the decisions he makes as he matures. He will face the challenges of being part of one of the most well-known families in the world, whether he chooses to further his education, business endeavors, a political career, or a different path altogether. Regardless of his choice, Barron will be questioned by the public, the media, and political experts alike. The challenges and opportunities ahead of him are broad, and his choices will not only impact his own life but will also leave a mark on the Trump family's historical legacy. As the family's youngest member, Barron has the potential to inject fresh viewpoints and innovative ideas into their affairs, be it in business, politics, or another sector. How he capitalizes on this potential will be an intriguing aspect of his future. Barron's father disclosed to the New York Post that the young adult would be pursuing his higher education in a university in New York, although he did not specify which one. The ex-president stated that his team plans to reveal the university's name in due time. Melania explained during an interview with Fox News in that particular month that Barron was the one who suggested attending school in New York and residing in the family's skyscraper in Manhattan. She stated that it was his choice to relocate to New York, expressing his desire to study and live in the city, and she fully supports his decision. She continued by praising her son as an extraordinary individual, expressing her pride in his maturity. She highlighted his resilience, brilliance, understanding, and compassion as truly remarkable qualities. Stern School of Business at NYU has recently welcomed Trump as a new student, surrounded by increased security measures and media attention. Donald Trump had mentioned before that his son made the decision to attend New York University on his own. Barron, his son, shared that he had been accepted to other schools as well, but ultimately chose NYU's Stern Business School. Trump expressed his admiration for NYU, stating that he has been familiar with the university for a long time and believes it to be highly respected. Additionally, he mentioned that Barron has not yet decided on any extracurricular activities. Barron did not participate in the Stern Spotlight event where students can join clubs and organizations during the beginning of the school year. He also did not attend the freshman and welcome parties during his first week at college. The younger Trump does not seem to be enjoying a typical college experience. Accompanied by security forces in a convoy of SUVs, he has had to decline requests for selfies from classmates. Although some students have attempted to speak to him and take photos, he has remained reserved in class. Security personnel have been stationed at the school gate to check student IDs, causing long lines to form outside due to Barron's presence. Despite this, his classmates have expressed a desire to respect his privacy and well-being, wishing him all the best. In May 2024, his father presented him at a campaign event, signifying what many saw as Barron's official entrance into politics. Donald Trump is strategizing to engage young voters by leveraging the popularity of his son Barron Trump. Recent reports suggest that Trump's campaign will collaborate with Barron's close friend, Bo Loudon, a 17-year-old influencer. The Daily Mail has revealed that Bo and Barron are actively seeking endorsements from online personalities and celebrities for Trump, reaching out to them directly. As per the publication, their efforts led to Trump's appearance on a live interview with Aiden Ross, a popular online streamer, which was viewed by over 500,000 individuals. Bo, being the offspring of Gina and John William Loudon residing in South Florida, often accompanies his parents to Mar-a-Lago, where they are esteemed members. Bo's close companion at the club is Barron, and they spend a considerable amount of time together. Remarkably, even at a tender age, Bo has been immersed in conservative circles, with his mother introducing him to the Republican National Convention at the age of 9 in 2016. When browsing through Bo's social media, it is evident that he is closely connected with conservative circles, regularly posting photos with prominent conservative figures. Recent updates feature Bo with Tucker Carlson, Jim Caviezel, Roseanne Barr, and others. Loudon's social media presence is predominantly focused on politics. His earliest post dates back to 2019, showcasing him and his brother with Donald and Melania Trump. According to a source who spoke to the Daily Mail, Trump values the opinions of young males and considers their perspective valuable. Unlike his older campaign staff, he is comfortable seeking input from them on topics they are more knowledgeable about. In August 2024, Barron and Bo Loudon, a 17-year-old conservative influencer, were acknowledged for their work in assisting the Trump campaign in connecting with and appealing to a younger group of voters. The Trump family and their colleagues attended an event to share new details about World Liberty Financial, WLF, which is said to be an online financial platform aiming to make cryptocurrency more accessible to the average American while protecting them from the control of big banks. Barron Trump was labeled as WLF's visionary for decentralized finance, DeFi, with Eric and Don Jr. being named as its Web3 ambassadors in a leaked document acquired by the cryptocurrency news source, CoinDesk. Donald Trump has admitted that his sons, including Barron, played a role in opening his eyes to the possibilities of cryptocurrency. He even referred to Barron as a guru in blockchain technology. Trump noted that Barron has a wealth of knowledge in this area, despite his young age. Barron frequently mentions his crypto wallet, claiming to own around 4 of them. It appears that younger individuals grasp the concept of cryptocurrency better than older generations. Trump holds a high regard for his sons and believes that they have shown great wisdom, according to The Independent. Barron's connection with his father, Donald Trump, has been a topic of discussion. Donald is known for his rich persona in both business and politics. However, his connection with Barron appears to be more understated. They seldom appear in public together, and when they do, it is usually in a formal environment with little information about their personal connection. It is clear that Barron has a unique position in his father's affections as the youngest child and the only one from Donald's relationship with Melania. Barron is the youngest of Donald Trump's 5 children. His brothers and sisters, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany, have been more visible in the public spotlight, especially while their father was serving as president. The adult Trump children have played a great role in their father's business and political activities, constantly attracting attention with their public appearances and comments. On the other hand, Barron has been hidden from the public and media's constant scrutiny by his mother, avoiding the spotlight. While recording a podcast with Ryan Garcia, Barron generously offered to walk Patrick Bet-David and his accomplices to their car. Despite being the son of a billionaire and a president, he humbly insisted on providing customer service by making sure they safely left the premises. Barron expressed his belief that, no matter their achievements or wealth, he and his brothers will never compare to the hard work and struggles his father faced. At just 18 years old, it is admirable for him to acknowledge the privilege and ease of their lives compared to his father's challenges. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.